killed me playing basketball. Now it's time for you to do a favor before I press charge. But
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, if they have strong numbers, they're not going to want to go up here.
right. They have not expressed an interest. I brought that up last night. Now, some of that could be a lot of times what happens is administration talks to administration. They don't want to do anything, so they don't. They just say, "Well, there's no interest." But now, if a school board member talks to another school board member, the story can be completely different. So, quite frankly, sometimes I wonder if administration really is even talking. So I'm going to follow up on all that stuff. What program do you use for your scorekeeping?
Boys have basketball stats. Mine is
How you doing, Elena? How's school going? But you're having fun? You like your professors and stuff?
breakthrough stats.
What?
Breakthrough stats?
Breakthrough stress. Do you have a sign in? Can I use that? Probably not.
Now you mean?
Yeah. I don't really need to. Yeah, but I don't really need to. I
I
can.
mean, you can if you want to do the stats for the game, but
Oh, I couldn't do 2 games at one time. Probably. Okay.
yeah,
I'll just
I can just do.
I'll just keep it in my hand.
I mean, you can do both teams, but it's really hard.
Yeah.
Lizzie gets confused with this one. It's a little more complicated. Like the
Yeah.
one that the boys have is similar, but all the players are on this screen, even if they're not on the bench.
Yeah.
Where here, she has to sub in and out. She
Yeah.
doesn't like that.
Well, I could have.
I love this app.
Yeah, I
The
just.
stats that it gives me.
I remember Julie was showing me what she was using last year, and she got stats for like the elementary kids. That was really sweet. I found a free one online that was similar, but it wasn't quite as good.
Yeah, so that one that we used in the past was free. But now it's free, but you can't get the stats at the end of the game. Game stats.
Okay.
You have to pay for it.
Oh
So I
yeah.
said, well, we're gonna have to pay for the app. I want this one here with the shot clock in it, so the shot charts.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then I can keep track of that too.
I noticed. I saw Lizzie working with that.
Yeah. So I like it. It's,
Yeah. Now, can Julie do the elementary boys on there too?
She could, yeah, I guess this is the school's iPad, so I didn't know that. So you go to the boards here, and then go to habits for it,
Yeah.
and then you go to game stats. Either all players or individual players.
Yeah.
And then it'll
I thought St. Martin looked pretty good up there.
this gives me at the end
Yeah.
all of our percentages and everything.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Turnovers, offensive, defensive rebounds, total rebounds, everything. It's just
Pretty sweet.
really good.
I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way.
So are you me?
Zaleski Sports. Yeah. This is Jason. I get a monitor or? Okay. So you'll just give me a cue when we're good? Okay. And then for the interview, do we have a separate mic or do we just? Okay. Sounds good. I'm gonna grab a soda. Hey Trevor, at halftime, you guys have a halftime program. So basically, we'll go to halftime, commercial break, come back for like stats, and then go into program.
Well, the program's 10 minutes, so
Oh,
I forget how long. I think halftime is 10 minutes.
okay.
So we don't need to do stats.
Okay, just go right into it.
Yeah.
All right. Hey Trevor. Just so you know, the headers, you've got Columbus and Spencer up there. Yep.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
For me, college is about more than hitting the books. And at Mid-State Technical College, I get the whole college experience. Live in a dorm? Bam. There's a meal plan? Tasty. I could join a student organization? Hi. Or intramural sports. Yeah! Plus, I can study abroad while earning college credit. And the cost for all of this? No brainer. So don't wait. Apply today.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Winter's coming fast, which means it's time to hit the trails. Bill's Service Center has all things you need to stay warm and dry on the trails this winter. With a full selection of jackets, bibs, helmets, boots, casual wear. And don't forget that Bill's is your chainsaw safety gear headquarters. Bill's Service Center is your one-stop connection for all your cold weather riding gear.
Don't freeze your jingle bells off. Get your cold weather riding gear at Bill's Service Center. Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in Central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us #1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
Property damage or loss is what Marshfield Insurance Agency is all about. We are the area's largest insurance agency, family owned for more than 30 years. An independent agency, we represent more than 40 A-rated insurance providers for home, auto, business, health, life, and more. Contact Marshfield Insurance Agency for a free quote today.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Columbus Catholic High School as we're getting set for Eastern Clover Belt Conference girls basketball here on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. This is Paul Knopf, and we have Columbus Dons, Granton Bulldogs girls basketball tonight here at Columbus. Starting lineups tonight for the Granton Bulldogs, starting at guard. Granton's leading scorer, junior Kristen Stry, a 5'7" junior. Jaden Gardner is a 5'2" senior guard. That starts for the Bulldogs. Number 10 for the Bulldogs is Alexis Pankratz. She is a 5'7" freshman forward. Rhiannon Reimer is a 5'6" senior guard for the Bulldogs. And the center for the Bulldogs tonight, number 42, is a senior, Hannah Walter. Coach for the Bulldogs, Jason Stry. He's assisted by Elena Rojas. Starting lineups for Catholic Columbus girls basketball tonight. Number 2, Annika Brown. She is a 5'6" senior guard. Addison Byrel is starting at center for the Dons tonight. She's a 5'10" senior. Emily Jasinski is a 5'11" junior. Megan Kibble is a 5'10" junior for the Dons. And rounding out the starting five, Holly Dean, a 5'4" senior guard for Columbus. Columbus is coached by Ron Wilczek, assisted by John Albrecht, Kristen Brandt, and Greg Brown. Just about set for basketball tonight. Elsewhere in the Eastern Clover Belt Conference tonight, Gilman is at Colby. Gilman 2-1 on the year. Colby is 3-1 on the season. Neillsville at 2-1 on the season is at Greenwood, who is 0-4. And Spencer is at Owen Withee. Spencer comes into tonight's game 2-3. Owen Withee is surprising 1-3 on the season. So we get set for basketball tonight. Columbus Dons led, of course, by their excellent senior forward / center, Addison Byrle. She's averaging 18.2 points a game, leading the Eastern Clover Belt Conference in scoring. Emily Jasinski is averaging 8.8 points a game. Anika Brown averages 5.8. For the Dons, as the tip goes to the Dons, Kibble outside to Byrle, outside the three-point arc, looking to drive against Kristen Stry using the left hand. Now back across, nice pass, leaves it for Emily Jasinski, who lays it up with the right hand. And the Dons are up 2-0 in the early going. A little full court pressure by the Bulldogs, and they break it pretty easily, almost turn it over. Now they get back in their offensive set. Kristen Stry outside to Rhiannon Reamer. It's actually Rhiannon's 18th birthday today. She had a nice game a couple games ago, scoring 17 against Abbotsford in a game the Bulldogs lost by only 4. Here's a bad pass by Stry, stolen away. And the layup is good by Kibble. Quick 2 points for the Dons. Here comes Stry. Dons looking to three-quarter court trap. Here's Rhiannon passing off to Hannah Walter. 17-footers off the mark. Rebound goes to Reamer. Outside Kristen Stry. Long three, in and out. Rebound comes down to Jasinski. Jasinski leaves it for Byrle. Byrle rises for three, and that is good. Oh, foot was on the line. So that was a long two. 6-0 the score. Columbus on top of Granton. Here's a pass stolen away by Byrle. Crosses over Pankratz. Layup with the left hand is short. Rebound is gathered by Kibble. Nice pass down low, and that's going to be a foul on Walter. Jasinski couldn't get that shot to go, but she'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. So 16:21 left to go in the first half. It is 6-0, Columbus on top of Granton. First free throw is off the mark for Jasinski. The Dons, by the way, come into this game tonight at 2-3. The Bulldogs are 0-5. Second shot is good for Jasinski. Here's Stry in the front court. Guarded out there by Byrle. Looks like a zone defense right now by Columbus. Rhiannon Reamer is handling the ball, leaves it outside to Jada Gardner, who pivots, looking for somewhere to go with the ball, and it's knocked away. Not very decisive with the passing in the early going for the Bulldogs. Here's a layup the other direction for Kibble. 9-0, Columbus on top. Here's Stry in the backcourt, looking for help, leaves it for Pankratz, and she walked with the ball that time. And talking to Coach Stry, one thing the girls really need to work on is anticipating what they're going to do once they get the ball against pressure. It's too late. Once you get the ball, you have to know what you're going to do even before you get it. That's something the Dons do very well. Here's Brown, nice pass down low. Leaves it for Jasinski, and the layup is good. She's got a quick 5 points here as the lead goes to 11-0. Here's Stry in the backcourt. Leaves it outside for Reamer. To Pankratz, and we've got 10-second violation before the timeout was called. So it'll be a turnover, 10-second violation against the Bulldogs. Looks like Coach Wilczek talking it over with the refs. Brown will trigger at half court for the Dons. Kibble will run point for the Dons against a 2-3 zone defense, it looks like, for the Bulldogs. Nice dribble drive with the left hand for Kibble. Leaves it outside to Byrel with the left hand. Jump shot on the way, leaves it short. Jasinski can't handle it. Rebound comes down to Pankratz. Pankratz off to Stry. Nice thing about the missed basket for the Bulldogs is they can't put the press on after the missed basket. Here's a ball screen for Stry. Leaves it back for Pankratz. Outside to Gardner. Dribbles with the right hand and leaves it for Stry, being guarded by Brown. Stry picks up the dribble, looking for a cutter. Finds Pankratz. Ball stolen away by Kibble that time. Kibble gathers outside. Byrel. Toe is on the line again. That shot was off. Rebound tipped by Walter and comes down to Rhiannon Reimer. Ball knocked out of bounds by Brown. And it'll remain Bulldogs ball. 14:30 left to go first half. 11-0. Columbus on top. Thanks for joining us for this Eastern Clover Belt Conference girls basketball game on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. Kristen Stry into the front court, guarded by Brown. Leaves it outside for Pankratz. Got to travel as Pankratz shifted the pivot foot that time. Pankratz just a freshman. Brings some height and good athleticism to the Bulldog squad as a freshman. Here's Byrel guarded by Kristen Stry. Looks like the Bulldogs have gone man now against Columbus. Here's Byrel outside, guarded by Stry. Stry doing a nice job moving her feet, and Walter comes over and gets a block that time on Byrel. So the Bulldogs, despite being down 11-0, doing a pretty nice job on Addie Byrel, coming into the game, averaging 18 a game. Outside Gardner, again working against, looks like zone pressure. Ball almost goes out of bounds. It's saved by Stry. Kibble ties up Pankratz, and on the alternating possession, it's going to remain Bulldog ball. This ball stolen away by Kibble. Leaves it for Dean, who travels with it, going in for the left-handed layup. Three-quarter court trapping defense being played by the Dons right now. Here's a pass over to Gardner. Gets the ball to the middle. Nice job of breaking the press that time by the Bulldogs. Shot up by Rhiannon Reimer. Banks it in. The Bulldogs are on the board. Nice left-handed layup that time by Addison Byrel. Pass mishandled by Gardner, but she gets it back outside to Walter. Three on the way for Kristen Stry is off the back iron, no good. Rebound chased down by Gardner. Good hustle that time, but she stepped on the sideline. Out of bounds, turnover to the Dons. Leading 13-2 with 12:56 left to go in the first half. Substitution for the Dons as Kelsey Moore comes in for Holly Dean. Here's Annika Brown, drive with the right hand, jump stop, leaves it too strong, rebound, fought for, comes down to Walter. Now, Kristen Stry will run point against what looks like man pressure now by the Columbus Dons. Gets a ball screen by Gardner, using her left hand outside to Rhiannon Reimer, who has the only two on the game for the Bulldogs. There's a bank shot missed. Rebound, Pankratz inside, got it. So the freshman, a nice offensive rebound that time. Putback is good, 13-4. Moore, three-pointer on the way, leaves it short. Rebound comes down to Byrel, fighting for the ball. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound comes down to Jasinski, who was fouled as she went back for the putback that time. And she'll go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Jasinski 1 of 2 from the free throw line so far tonight. That one rattles in, out, and back in. Hannah Walter and Alexis Pankratz will sit down. Megan Walter and Sam Martin come into the ball game for the Bulldogs. Second free throw too strong. Rebound fought for, and Walter has it. And now gets it off to Stry. Almost goes out of bounds. Stry going around Moore that time, and Moore got called for the block. 10-point lead for the Dons with 11:59 left to go here in the first half. Pass that time stolen by Brown. Off to Byrell. Layup with the right hand is good. Byrell has 6 points so far tonight. Inbound to Megan Walter. Walter with a bad pass that time, being stolen away by Brown, and Brown lays it up and in. Fake a pass, make a pass. Here's a nice pass down to Sam Martin, who is blocked out of bounds by Jasinski. So Sam was wide open that time. The pass took a little bit to get there. Good idea, but the ball was knocked out of bounds. So it'll be Bulldogs ball on the baseline. Rhiannon Reimer triggers for the Bulldogs. Bounce pass out to Gardner. Kicks it outside to Stry. Shot fake, back outside Reimer. Shot on the way is long. Rebound by Sam Martin. No good. Rebound fought for, and Moore comes down with it, and Gardner bumps her, and will get called for a foul. Just the third team foul on the Bulldogs. Columbus only has one team foul. Alexis Ponkrat's going to check in for Rhiannon Reimer. So Rhiannon will get a breather. Ponkrat's back on the floor. And we've got a full timeout. Not sure who called that timeout, if it was Columbus or Granton, but nonetheless, it's Columbus calling the full timeout. Got a timeout on the floor. The score right now, Columbus 18, Granton 4. We'll be right back to the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network after this.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. Gross Motors of Neelsville is your Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer in central Wisconsin. Gross Motors of Neelsville, conveniently located on Highway 10, is ready for you to take a test drive today. See their selection of new and used Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles in person, or browse online to see hundreds of vehicles at grossauto.com. Trades are welcome and all offers will be considered. Gross Motors of Neelsville is your Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. See Gross Motors of Neelsville today. Again, that's grossauto.com.
Back to Columbus High School. Eastern Clover Belt Conference girls basketball action tonight on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. The Dons of Columbus up 18-4 over the Granton Bulldogs. Annika Brown kicks it outside to Kibble, who, yes, took an extra step that time and got called for travel. Inbounds to Gardner. Ball batted out of bounds by the Dons. And that was number 10, Alyssa Reith, knocking that ball out of bounds. Ponkrat's inbounds to Stry for the Bulldogs. 2-3 defense right now by the Dons, with Kibble and Moore on the top of the 2-3. Stry looking for a wing. As the Bulldogs look to move the ball around, there's a low pass. Picked up nicely that time by Gardner. Here's Megan Walter off the side of the backboard, out of bounds. And that will be a turnover to the Dons on the missed shot. Here's Kibble outside to Jasinski, near steal by Walter. Now Jasinski goes to the basket, too strong with the right hand. Reith fights for the ball, inbounds it to Stry, saves it. Now Stry has a 1-on-2. She'll pull up for three, leaves that one short. Rebound to Brown. Brown finds Jasinski wide open. Layup with the right hand, too strong, and blocked from behind by Martin, but got some body that time, and Moore will go to the free throw line to shoot two. So Jasinski with a wide open layup that time. Way too strong off the backboard. Fourth team foul on the Bulldogs. Kelsey Moore is short on her first free throw.
10:19 left to go here in the first half. Second free throw had some funky spin that time, but Brown fighting for the rebound. Now drives down the baseline with the left hand. Runs into Megan Walter. Back outside to Kelsey Moore, and now they reset to Kibble. Reith drives with the right hand. Megan Walter doing a nice job of moving her feet for the Bulldogs that time on the baseline as both teams playing man defense for the most part here. Seen some 2-3 out of both teams as well. Jasinski outside Kibble, baseline 16-footer, no good. Rebound comes down to Megan Walter. Megan Walter, a 5'7" sophomore forward for the Bulldogs. Here's Garner being guarded by Kelsey Moore. Kristen Stry fakes a three-pointer outside to Alexis Pankratz. Skip pass out to Walter looking for cutters. Now drives with the right hand against Jasinski. Three-pointer on the way, that's too strong. Rebound comes down to Alexis Pankratz. Freshman has had some nice rebounds for the Bulldogs. Here's Gardner feeding the post. Kristen Stry inside. We've got a push on Brown, who might have extended the arm that time as those two were fighting in the post. Kristen Stry will trigger for the Bulldogs. Got some substitutions as Rhiannon Reimer back in for the Bulldogs, and Jaden Gardner will sit out. Dean is back on the floor for the Dons as well. Inbounds to Pankratz outside Megan Walter. Being guarded by Dean. Pankratz outside to Kristen Stry. Handoff to Walter. Bulldogs need some spacing out here. Here's a three-pointer on the way. That's off the back iron for Stry. Rebound comes down to Kelsey Moore. Up ahead to Dean. Holly Dean pass fake, and then the ball is stolen away by Reimer. Rhiannon Reimer outside to Walter. Man defense by the Dons. Megan's being guarded by Holly Dean. Looking for a cutter, and that's going to be 5 seconds closely guarded as Walter was looking for a cutter. Still had her dribble, but did not put the ball down. Gets called for the 5-second violation. Brown will sit down for Columbus. Aaron Meese into the ball game. Alexis Pankratz will take a seat. Mackenzie Moraski comes into the ball game for the Bulldogs. Here's Kelsey Moore. Outside to Dean, guarded by Reimer. Swing it around to Reith. Reith drives with the right hand. Outside to Moore. Working against man pressure by the Bulldogs. Reith drives with the left hand that time. Layup missed. Rebound fought for. It's tipped outside to Moore. Moore 10-footer on the way off the back iron. Megan Walter gets up high to get the rebound and gets it off to Stry. So 8:08 left to go. Not a lot of offense here in the last few minutes. Sam Martin open for a little 15-footer off the backboard, and that's good.
Sam Martin.
18-6, so a 12-point lead. Viral back on the floor for Columbus. Moore has some trouble handling the ball that time. Guarded by Martin. Leaves it outside for Reith. Reith drives with the right hand. Pass down to Meese is on the floor. There's a scrum down there. We're going to get a jump ball. It's going to be Columbus ball. Hannah Walters going to check in for Sam Martin.
Checking in for Granton, number 42, Hannah Walter.
It looks like out of this inbounds, Granton will stay with their man defense. Reith looking to cut. Moore looking to trigger. Nobody is open. Good defense by the Bulldogs, and that's 5 seconds closely guarded for the Bulldogs. So good man defense. The referee goes over to the scorer's table. Not sure what that was about. 5 seconds closely guarded was the call. 7:40 left to go in this first half. Bulldogs trying to chip away at this 12-point Columbus lead, and Reimer will get called for a travel that time. A little indecision on the pass. Turnover back to Columbus, and Moore will inbound for the Dons. She's guarded by Megan Walter. Inbounds to Reith. Reith outside to Moore. Moore outside to Byrell. Now here Byrell with the right-handed drive. Nice pass for Meese. Can't get the layup to go, and another rebound for Megan Walter. She's doing a nice job on the boards, the sophomore. Here's Kristen Stry into the front court. Wide open for three. Shot on the way is good. So they left Kristen Stry wide open, and she can hit that shot when she's left open. Here's Byrell into the front court. All of a sudden, it's only a 9-point lead for Columbus, and a bad pass that time off the hands of Meese. Good idea that time by Byrell. Just a little too stiff of a pass at that distance. Stry will inbound. Again, looks like three-quarter court trapping pressure by the Dons. Granton has had their trouble against pressure this year. They break it this time. Head to Reimer into the front court. Reimer finds Stry. Columbus falls back into a 2-3. Here's Reimer, pump fake outside Stry. Three-pointer on the way, left wing is short. Rebound fought for down there. Hannah Walter gets the rebound. Outside to Reimer. Pass fake, shot fake. Reimer, three-pointer on the way. Misses everything that time. Rebound comes down to Moore. Couple of really good looks there for the Bulldogs. Megan Walter fouls Moore in the backcourt. That's going to be team foul number 5 on the Bulldogs with 6:33 left to go. 9-point game, 18-9. The Dons on top of the Bulldogs. Moore crosses the timeline, met by Megan Walter. Walter moving the feet. Here's Dean. Little weave action that time. Reith loses it out of bounds. Turnover back to the Bulldogs. Coach Wilczek pacing the sidelines as the Dons have not scored in quite a few minutes. See if they can get a turnover here off the press, and there it is. Pass goes into the front court, stolen by Meese. Meese tracks it down, but Walter steals it, and it's going to be a jump ball. So that time Meese left the ball hanging out there, and Hannah Walter reached in and grabbed it, so it's going to be a jump ball back to, I think that should be Bulldogs ball. The ref is over there. I think that it is Bulldogs ball. Columbus got the tip. There's a jump ball that went to Granton. Then one that went to Columbus, and I believe we're back at Granton ball. I think what happened was after that 5-second violation, yeah, they came over and changed the possession arrow for some reason. That's not an alternating possession call, so it will be Bulldogs ball.
Checking into the ball game for the Dons.
Wholesale substitutions now for the Dons as Meese, Moore, and Dean will sit down. Jasinski, Kibble back on the floor, as well as Brown. Reimer will trigger for the Bulldogs. Reimer finds Mackenzie Maraski outside to Megan Walter. Outside Reimer, three-pointer on the way is short. Good look that time, though. Ball tipped around. Kibble comes down with it. Dons have not scored in quite a few minutes here. Here's Hannah Walter and Kristen Stry tying up Kibble on the alternating possession. That will be white ball. Brown will inbound to Kibble. Kibble guarded by... Here's Brown looking for a cutter. Byrell cuts through, passes behind her. Now drives with the right hand. Nice move by Byrell, and that's why she's averaging 18 points a game this season. She's got 8 in this game, and it's been a very quiet 8. Not playing outside of herself at all. Here's a steal by Byrell. Layup is good. Up to 10 points. 5:29 left to go. So there's a cross-court pass. Lucky for the Bulldogs, that was not stolen away. Stry, pass up ahead to Reimer, a little too tall. Great idea that time as Reimer was open, but the pass just a little too tall for Reimer. 22-9 now with 5:20 left to go. So after a nice little run by the Bulldogs, Columbus regaining momentum as Kibble comes into the front court, leaves it outside for Reith. Reith is tied up by Reimer, but Reimer got a good deal of arm that time, and that's going to be team foul number 6 on the Bulldogs. Brown inbounds to Kibble. Kibble outside to Brown, left wing. Byral cuts across. Brown goes on the drive, leaves it outside to Kibble. Kibble drives with the left hand outside Reith. Reith, long two on the way is short. Rebound comes down to Stry. Now Stry looking for numbers, does not have them, and will slow things down. Cross the timeline with 4:47 left to go. Pass in the front court to Reimer. Reimer drives with the right hand. Now looking for a cutter. In trouble, leaves it outside for Reith. I should say Stry. Stry outside to Walter as the Bulldogs look to get into their offense against man pressure by Columbus. Here's Kristen Stry, junior guard outside. Is dribbling out in front of her that time, and Reith was able to knock it out of bounds. Saves Bulldog ball with 4:20 left to go. Next, Alexis Pankratz, the freshman, will check in for Granton. Mackenzie Moraski will check out. So it's Reimer triggering on the near sideline. Looking for cutters. Not finding any. Fakes a pass, makes a pass to Walter. Down in the post, shots up, leaves it short. Rebound fought for, she gets her own rebound. Now she's triple teamed in the lane, and she's going to get called for 3 seconds that time. Good job by Columbus to collapse after Megan missed the shot. She got a nice offensive rebound, but then had nowhere to go with it and got stuck in the lane. 4:10 left to go, 22-9. Megan Kibble plays the point. Byral, nice drive, or nice cut, nice catch, and a nice finish with the left hand, and she was fouled. Third foul already on Hannah Walter. Senior center for the Bulldogs has 3. So that's something to keep an eye on. Byral's free throw. Kelsey Moore into the ball game as Reith will take a seat for Columbus. Inbound comes to Pankratz, back to Stry with 3:58 left to go. See if the Bulldogs can figure out this zone trapping defense. Pass to Pankratz, crosses the timeline. Pass, nice pass down to Reimer. Short corner shot is no good. Rebound comes down to Jasinski, immediately tied up by Walter, and that's going to be back to Columbus. I still have to question that. I don't know if that is correct. That should be Granton ball. Yeah, should be black ball. I think we have possession arrow malfunction over there. Well, you have a 50% chance of getting it right. So it will be Bulldog ball after the jump ball. Reimer looks to trigger. Inbounds to Walter. Walter steps in, back outside to Reimer. Outside to Stry. Long three-pointer on the way is good for Kristen Stry. Her second three-pointer of the night, and she's got 6 points. Here comes Kibble across the timeline, outside for Brown. Brown drives with the right hand, down the lane, bounce past Jasinski. Left-handed layup is good. Megan Walter in the backcourt. Pass over to Pankratz. Lost her balance, turns the ball over. Kibble, right-handed layup is good. 6 points for Kibble. And we've got a full timeout for Bulldog coach Jason Stry as his team is down by 17, 29-12 with 3 minutes left to go in the first half. We'll be right back to the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network after this.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at Grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Back to Columbus High School on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. 29-12 is your score with 3 minutes left to go in the first half. The Dons on top of the Granton Bulldogs. Full court pressure now by the Dons as they're changing it up a little bit. Looks like full court man pressure now by the Bulldogs, and they steal the inbounds. Moore shot up, no good. Rebound fought for. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Brown, and it's going to remain Bulldogs ball. Poncratz looking for a place to go with the inbounds pass. Comes to Walter. She got the hand underneath the ball that time. Turnover back to the Dons. Here's Kibble, outside to Brown. To Moore, they swing it around the perimeter. Man defense by the Bulldogs. Byral has a big height advantage against Jaden Gardner. With left hand, jump shot on the way from 8. Short, rebound Megan Walter. Ball knocked out of bounds by Brown. And it's going to remain Bulldogs ball. Holly Dean is going to check into the ball game for Kibble.
For the Dons, number 22, Holly Dean.
First half. Poncratz looking for cutters. Nobody's moving for the Bulldogs. Got to get it in, and finally gets it into Walter. Columbus doing a nice job of disguising the looks here on defense. They need to cross the timeline. Ball's tapped. And that's going to be a 10-second violation. Could not cross half court. So good defense that time by the Bulldogs. Or I should say by the Dons. And did not see what happens, but Annika Brown is down on the floor. Looks like she might have got hit in the face. So hopefully she's okay. Looking over the rankings coming into the ball game tonight as Coach Wilczek is out there tending to Brown. A little different from most years. Nice round of applause as Annika gets up after taking a shot, looks like, to the face. Never feels good. But typically you see a lot of area teams in the rankings for high school girls basketball. Not so much this year. You have to go all the way down to Division 4 before you see a local team. Neillsville ranked number 10 in the WISsports.com rankings right now in Division 4. Division 5, Loyal is ranked number 8. And really that's about it for local teams ranked in the state of Wisconsin. So we'll see what happens as the season progresses as Byral kicks it outside to Kibble. Shot fake. Now moves in for an 8-footer off the backboard. No good. Rebound tipped. Comes to Walter, outside to Reimer. Kristen Stry on the bench for the Bulldogs. Reimer will play point guard against Moore. Backs down with the right hand. Uses the protect dribble outside to Gardner. Gardner looking for a cutter. Passes outside to Poncratz. Poncratz feeds Walter, who's guarded by Kibble. Back outside to Poncratz. 1:38 left to go. 29-12, 17-point lead. And Walter is calling for it. Does not get the pass down there. Back outside to Poncratz. The freshman being guarded by one of the better players in the conference in Addie Byral. Megan Walter, nice up the rebounder, and it's going to be alternating possession. This time. Oh no, it looks like we have a foul. So that's going to be bonus situation as Megan Walter gets called for the reach. Team foul number 8, and that's going to put Jasinski at the free throw line. Kelsey Moore will take a seat. Kibble and Reith back into the ball game, along with Dean, Jasinski, and Byral for the Dons. Jasinski airballs the free throw that time. Don't see that too often. Stry's going to check back in for the Bulldogs. Jaden Gardner will take a seat. So Jasinski. Again, that's a violation if the ball does not hit the iron. 1:21 left to go. Bulldogs need a sense of urgency here against this trapping defense. Got to get it across, and there's a steal by Jasinski. Here's Byrell. Oh, Byrell walked with the ball that time as Sam Martin forces a turnover. Again, 1:05 left to go. 17-point lead for the Dons. Dons jumped out to a big lead early, and then the Bulldogs were able to chip away at it and get it down to a 9-point advantage. But it's ballooned a little bit since that time. Here's a cross-court pass to Pankratz that goes out of bounds. Turnover back to the Dons. Columbus in the bonus. Granton has 8 team fouls right now. Only 2 team fouls on the Dons. Kibble looks for a cutting Byrell, can't find her. Now Reith drives with the right hand across the lane. Picks up her dribble, had an open shot that time if she would have squared up. Now inside to Byrell. Byrell down the baseline. Working the baseline, reverse is no good. Rebound comes down to Stry with 38 seconds left to go. Plenty of time here for the Bulldogs to try to get a good shot. Pump fake for Stry. Now looking for cutters. Coming to the ball, here's Pankratz. They swing it around the arc to Walter with 26 seconds, guarded by Byrell. Walter drives down the baseline, now pulls it up, tries to get a pass to Stry. Both Stry and Reith on the floor. And a very quick jump ball that time. And it's going to be Columbus Dons ball. Stay tuned, we've got halftime programming coming your way on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. 17.4 left to go. Columbus looking to go into halftime on a positive note with Kibble across the timeline. Now 13. Outside Byrell. Byrell drives with the right hand down the right lane line. Layup is good. 7 seconds left to go. Addie Byrell with a very nice first half after a relatively slow start. Here's near steal, and that's going to be the end of the first half. Columbus on top of Granton, 31-12. And we'll be back for the second half of action from Columbus Catholic High School right after this.
Order a gift box at either location or order online by going to HewittsMeats.com. Tons of choices including summer sausage, snack sticks, jerky, free regional shipping on all gift boxes. Visit HewittsMeats.com. Hewitt's Meat, located in Marshfield and Tomahawk. Clemmy Sales in Stratford is your hometown Chevrolet dealer. You won't get any high-pressure sales tactics from us. We simply offer great deals on quality, brand-new Chevrolet vehicles. We also have a great selection of pre-owned vehicles and expertly staffed service departments for all your repair and maintenance needs. Small-town hospitality, just like your grandfather remembers. That's why people keep coming back, time and time again, for their next new vehicle. Experience small-town service like no one else can deliver at Clemmy Sales in Stratford.
Nuts Deep in Marshfield and Spencer is open now for Friday Fish Fry. Get to Nuts Deep now, get your fish fry, and watch this game. That's right, have your fish and watch the game. You get it all at Nuts Deep. You can also visit Nuts Deep Express Grab and Go in Marshfield, just south of 14th Street on South Central Avenue. Nuts Deep is open late after the game. We'll see you there.
R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski. We continue our season preview series with girls basketball, and we are here now with Columbus Catholic Don girls head basketball coach Ron Wilczek. Coach, thanks for having us here today.
Yeah, you're welcome. Glad to be here. Looking forward to this conversation again.
Yeah, well, it's exciting times. Basketball season is here. You just finished, as it turns out, your third day of practice. We'll get into this year's team during the course of the talk that we're going to have here. We'll get into a whole bunch of stuff. But first, Let's just remind our audience of a little bit about you. How many years have you been coaching, and then what keeps you coming back? What interests you in coaching girls basketball?
Yeah, so this is my second year as head coach at Columbus Catholic. Prior to that, I spent like 5 years coaching youth basketball, son and daughters. Prior to that, I spent 6 years coaching at the junior college level at UW-Marshall, Wood County. And then I spent 5 years coaching Columbus Catholic boys, JV and varsity. And then many years ago, I was helping Greenwood coach when I think we talked about this last year when Wayne Wagner was there as head coach. So a lot of experience at different levels. Why do I keep doing it? I think it's about like the players and the relationships. I mean, that's kind of why you do it, and that's what keeps me coming back.
Yeah, good. Well, we're glad to have you. You're certainly an integral part, obviously, as the head coach, but also a valued member of the community. So we like having you around. Just as a reminder to folks watching now, Zaleski Sports is the exclusive broadcast partner for Columbus Catholic Schools. Every home event, coach, JV, and varsity is broadcast on the network. That people can find the broadcast at zaleskisports.com, and we're going to do our best to find a few middle school games to put up there as well, so folks can keep in touch with those kids. We'll talk a little bit about last year first, as we kind of put a bow on your first season, and at the end of it, you finished 14-10 last year, overall record 7-8 in conference. How do you grade that kind of season as your first year as a girls coach at Columbus Catholic?
First I would say that I had a blast my first year. I'd never coached high school girls before, and I wasn't sure what I was getting myself into. I had fun. The girls were fantastic. They listened. They were coachable. They got along. And most importantly, laughed at my jokes, which is always key.
Right.
So, in terms of wins and losses, it would have been nice to maybe win 1 or 2 more games. I think we lost like 3 games by a total of 7 points. So we were right there in a couple other games. But the thing that makes me proud of last season, not only like having fun and enjoying the experience, was we got better as the season progressed. I was really pleased with how we started playing late in the season, but it was new for a lot of the girls. It was a new system, new terminology, new concepts, and it takes a while to learn some stuff, and I was really pleased with how we finished the season.
No matter what people want to think, Coach, there is no recruiting in high school basketball. You take the players that come and sign up. So as that turns out, there's constant rotation. A group of seniors leave every year. A new group comes in behind them. Take a look at last year's scoring leaders: Addison Byrell, Haley Rail, Marin Seafluth, all totaled up together about 20 points a game with those three, and those three have gone on to play basketball at other places or just do things beyond that with their college careers. So maybe just talk about those three and what they meant to your team last year.
Yeah, actually Addison's a junior coming back.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, but Katie Hall was the third senior.
I was thinking of Abby.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But the 3 seniors are going to be dearly missed. And they'll kind of have a special place in my heart because they were the first seniors during my first year as head coach, and they were fantastic. I mean, they bought into things right away. They were great leaders. And I think they helped kind of establish the foundation of the program that we're going to build on and stand on for many years to come. We're going to miss Haley's scoring punch. Really a gifted offensive player. Marin was a phenomenal leader, the point guard. And then Katie did things on the stat sheet, that most fans didn't notice because she wasn't scoring the ball a lot, but just a valuable member of our team last year. So we've got big shoes to fill. All 3 of those were guards, so we're losing 3 experienced, talented guards. So that's a big challenge for us this year.
Cloverbelt East, one of the most talented girls basketball conferences in maybe the entire state, but certainly here in central Wisconsin. As we looked at last year, we had Colby go undefeated all the way to the state tournament at the Resch Center. We had Neelsville line up against Colby in a sectional semifinal. Loyal, you go up and down the list. So many talented teams. What's that like to compete in such a tough and rigorous conference like that?
Well, you're absolutely right. It is a tough league. Outstanding teams, outstanding coaches, outstanding players. Yeah. I love competing against good teams. So you've got to bring your A game every day. It's a great measuring stick to see where you're at. And the beauty of our program, it hurts us, I think, sometimes in like seeding meetings because, we're kind of beating ourselves up in league play, and our record may not be as high as some other schools and other leagues, but it prepares us very well for our postseason opponents.
Again, you're watching Coach on the Couch as we do a season preview here with Columbus Catholic girls basketball head coach Ron Wilczek. Coach, now let's move into this season. I said at the onset we've completed 3 days of practice, so of course you know everything about the team this year. You got it all figured out. I did mention Addison Byrell's name, and of course she's back this year, and a bunch of others. Tell us about the lineup this year and what kind of team you expect.
Yeah. So Addison Byrell is our top returning scorer. I think she's been playing varsity. This will be her 3rd year. Very good athlete, very good basketball player. Scored about 12 points a game, like you said, about 5 rebounds. We're going to hope she does a little more this year for us in terms of scoring and rebounding. She's been a very positive influence in practice, been a very positive leader. So she's kind of elevated that part of her game this year. Annika Brown is another returning starter, phenomenal athlete, our best defender. We'll oftentimes put her on the opponent's best perimeter player. She's incredibly tough and competitive. The old saying goes, if you're going to go to war or battle, who do you want in the foxhole with you? That's a girl you like to have with you. And then, so then we have one more senior on the team, Holly Dean. So she was kind of a JV varsity player last year. She's made some great strides this summer, so her role is going to expand significantly. Holly is a delightful young lady. When she enters the gym or enters like a room, it's a better place.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Fade to black window tinting for your car, home, and office. Fade to black will make your ride different than the rest, with creative, stylish, and quality window film all year round. Fade to black also helps to reduce glare and keep sun out of areas in your home and office that cause discomfort. Fade to Black provides vinyl wrapping with access to the top brands of wheels, tires, and accessories for your car or truck. Give Wayne a call at 715-660-6482 or visit Fade to Black LLC on Facebook now. Fade to Black Window Tinting in Marshfield. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
And we're back to Columbus Catholic High School. Getting set for the start of the second half of action in this Eastern Clover Belt Conference girls basketball game. The Columbus Dons on top of the Granton Bulldogs 31-12.
For the Granton Bulldogs, Louis Stride, Gardner, Contracts, Reimer.
Good half of basketball for the Dons. Granton did have a nice little comeback at one point there in the first half, chipping away at the lead and keeping the Dons scoreless for a number of minutes, but the Dons finished the half strong and are up by 19 as the Bulldogs will start with the ball. Here's Pankratz outside to Reimer, guarded by Byrell, outside to Gardner. Gardner guarded by Dean. Now it's to Stry, back guarded by Brown. Good to see her back on the floor. She took a shot to the head, went into halftime with an ice pack on her head, but she's back out there. Here's Reimer celebrating her 18th birthday and has the ball stolen away by Kibble. Kibble down the lane, left-handed layup is missed, but she's fouled by Gardner. So we kind of mentioned Addie Byrell had a quiet start to the first half of basketball. She finished that first half with 15 points to lead the Dons. Emily Jasinski chipped in with 8. Megan Kibble had 6, and Annika Brown had 2. Free throw up and missed by Kibble. Columbus has had their issues at the free throw line tonight. Bulldogs were led by Kristen Stry, who hit a pair of three-pointers. Another missed free throw by Kibble. Rebound comes down to Stry. Alexis Ponkratz had 2, Sam Martin 2, Rhiannon Reimer had 2 as well for the Bulldogs. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Dons. Going to stay Bulldog ball. 17:22 left to go. Here's Gardner outside, gets the pass, looks to the corner, and now will kick it out to Stry. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Dean. Stry inbounds to Reimer. Back to Stry. They hit the high post, and Gardner sets a screen for Reimer. Reimer kicks it outside. Now here's a three-pointer on the way for Rhiannon. Rebound comes down to the Bulldogs. Megan Walter gets the start in the second half. She gets the offensive rebound. Here's Reimer. Quick release. 3 is on the way. No good. Rebound to Byroll. So good look that time for Reimer, who has a nice quick release on the three-pointer from the top of the key, but rattles in and out. Here's Kibble looking at the post. Now she'll drive with the left hand. Rise for a 7-footer. Air ball. Rebound comes down to Reimer. Guarded by Brown in the backcourt. Now she passes it off to Stry. 16:36 left to go in the second half. Still 31-12. Here's Kristen Stry working against Brown. Picks up the dribble, kicks it outside to Gardner. Gardner looking for a cutter. Now she uses her dribble, gets a ball screen by Walter, and it's going to be a travel on Gardner. A little bit of indecision that time on the part of the Granton senior. Brown will inbound to Kibble for Columbus. Outside Byroll. Again, 15 points in the first half for Byroll. Outside to Dean. Back outside to Kibble, guarded by Ponkratz. Here's Byroll, three-pointer on the way. That's long. Rebound comes down to Stry. Byroll's first basket of the game was a long two-pointer. Just had her toenail on the line. Otherwise, it would have been a 3. Went in. Coaches will say that's the worst shot in basketball, that long three-pointer. A nice backdoor cut by Stry. Left-handed layup is good. Nice find by Megan Walter that time as Kristen Stry went backdoor. And Kristen's got 8 points. Nice job of finishing on the reverse, too, by Stry. Here's Dean, right wing, pass fake. Now back outside to Brown. Finds a cutting Byroll. Bounce pass down to Jasinski. Jasinski's fouled by Walter. See how many personal fouls that is on Walter. Hannah Walter, Megan's sister, actually has 3 fouls. And that's foul number 2 on Megan. Jasinski's been up and down at the free throw line, and that one's off the back iron. I'm going to write that down to talk to Coach Wilczek about free throw shooting after the game tonight, see what he thinks. Another missed free throw. Rebound comes down to Kibble. Kibble outside to Dean. Long three-pointer on the way. Holly Dean in and out. Rebound fighting is Jasinski. Layup with the left hand, no good. Rebound to Stry. So, after a couple missed free throws, Stry up ahead to Walter. Walter have trouble handling it. And that's something I've seen the Bulldogs play a little bit this year, and that's something that they have really struggled with, is just handling passes. A lot of balls going in and out of hands. Pass inside, Jasinski. Jasinski outside to a cutting Kibble. High post, Jasinski outside Byroll, guarded by Stry. Stry moves the feet. Byroll, nice drive, and a veteran move that time by the senior Byroll as drew the contact from Walter, and that's foul number 3 on Megan.
Personal foul is on number 15 of Granton. Megan Walter, her third. Team third, Byroll to the line for 2.
Sam Martin getting set to check in for the Bulldogs. Free throw for Byroll rattles around and in. Coach Wilczek, I'm sure, happy to see that free throw going in. That one rattles around and in as well. 30-second timeout for Coach Wilczek. I think he wants to take this opportunity just to set some things up. Trevor, do we take a break for a 30-second timeout? We'll take a little break. It's 33-14. Don's on top of the Bulldogs. Back to Columbus after this.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Back to Columbus as the Bulldogs look to inbound against full court pressure. Inbound comes to Kristen Stry. Up ahead to Sam Martin, who has trouble again handling the ball. The ball goes out of bounds. Good idea. The Bulldogs broke the press that time. Just trouble executing with the pass that went off the hands of Sam Martin. 14:35 left to go. It's 13-14. Kibble, stop and go dribble. Leaves it outside to Byrell, guarded by Stry. Give and go by Byrell. Now to Kibble. Kibble slowly navigating, and there's Byrell with that strong move to the basket and the finish with the right hand. Pass stolen away by Jasinski. Good idea by Reimer that time. Pass could have been a little bit more ahead. Here's Brown down the lane. Shot goes up, and they're going to get Sam Martin for a foul that time. As many players will do. She said, well, I was just standing there. But did not have good position, and they got her called for a block, and that will put Brown at the line to shoot two. Kelsey Moore getting set to check into the ball game. First free throw is up and good for Annika Brown. Dean will take a seat. Moore will come into the ball game. Second free throw is up and good as well. So 4 points on the night for the senior Annika Brown. Pass up ahead to Pankratz. A little bit low, catches, and the Bulldogs break the press. Stry, shot fake, outside to Gardner, back to Stry. Zone defense now by the Dons. Three-pointer on the way is good for Stry, and that's her third three-pointer of the game. So she's got 11 points, does Kristen Stry. There is a near turnover that turned out to be a great pass to Jasinski. Now Jasinski, right-handed hook shot is good. 10 points for Jasinski. Here's a steal by Kibble. Shot blocked. Brown shot blocked. Rebound Jasinski. Left-hand layup, no good. And Gardner comes away with the rebound. Out to Pankratz. Now to Reimer. Across court to Kristen Stry. 13-16 left to go in the second half. Up ahead, Sam Martin. Ball knocked out of her hands by Jasinski. Turnover back to the Bulldogs, but we're going to get a foul on Sam Martin. That's going to be her second foul. She'll check out. Megan Walter back into the ballgame. Mackenzie Moraski in as well. Rhiannon Reimer will take a seat. Sam Martin looks like she might have a hip pointer as she's grimacing in pain down there. 22-point lead for the Dons. 13:06 left to go. Here's Kibble outside to Brown. Swing it to Moore. Reith getting set to check in for the Dons. Here's the ball off of Byrell's hands, goes into the backcourt, and it's going to be over and back. So turnover, back to the Bulldogs. Kibble will take a seat as Alyssa Reith checks in. Kristen Stry triggering against Brown, looking for a cutter. Comes way out high. Ball might have been tapped or tipped that time, and it's going to be stolen by the Dons. Pankratz fighting for it. Comes out to Byrell. Now here comes Byrell with a full head of steam. Pass off the hands of Jasinski. Shot airballed. Rebound comes down to Moraski. 12:36. Man pressure now by the Dons. Kristen Stry looking for a ball screen. Leaves it outside to Gardner. Back to Stry, guarded by Brown. Megan Walter looking to work the post, and Stry's looking for her. Here's a nice bounce down to her. Jasinski guarding her. That shot's off the side of the backboard. Rebound comes down to Brown. Jasinski with good defense that time. Brown, pass up ahead to Reith. Reith down in the lane. Might have got away with a walk that time. Shot goes up. It's partially blocked by Walter. Rebound comes down to Kristen Stry. Both teams fighting hard in the second half. 11:53 left to go. Gardner outside to Pankratz. Swings it over to Walter. Right corner. Uses the dribble now outside to Moraski. Shot on the way from 17, but she traveled before that shot. Meese will check into the ballgame for Jasinski.
Into the ballgame for the Dons, number 24, Aaron Meese.
Abby Waller going to get some playing time. Freshman for Granton, and she's going to check in for Moraski. And Rhiannon Reimer on the court as well, coming in for Alexis Pankratz. Brown inbounds to Moore. 22-point lead for the Dons. Here's Moore driving with the left hand outside to Brown. Drive with the right hand, and she is nearly tackled that time by Gardner. On the ground. Already 16 fouls on the Bulldogs here in the early going. In the second half, here's Brown down the lane. She runs into Walter, and we're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Dons. I'm going to be keeping an eye on that possession arrow. We've had some malfunctions going on over there. They got it right this time. Byral open for three, left wing, off the front iron, no good. Rebound, Meese had it, out of bounds. And Meese was able to knock it off the Bulldogs player. It looks like it went off of Megan Walter, so it's going to stay Don's ball. Inbound comes to Byral. Nice job by Byral that time, sensing the closeout by Waller, and took it to her with the right hand and hits a nice little pull-up jump shot. Another 2-point bucket for Byral, who has 5 on the half, 20 for the game. Garner outside to Reith, guarded by Brown, swings it outside to Reimer. They're going to set something up. Reimer working the dribble against Reith, looking backdoor to Stry, couldn't find it. Now outside to Gardner. Good job coming to the ball, leaves it outside for Stry, guarded by Brown. Brown works hard on defense, and there's a steal by Brown. Goes out of bounds, and let's see. Yep, they're going to say Brown touched the ball when it was on the baseline, so it's going to be Bulldogs ball. Stry inbounds to Reimer. 10:30 left to go. 41-17. Outside to Stry. Finds Gardner cutting. Outside to Reimer. Ball off her fingertips, out of bounds. Back to the Dons.
Number 22, Holly Dean. And for the Bulldogs, number 42, Hannah Walter.
Megan Walter will take a seat, replaced by her sister Hannah. Here's Byral. Working the right-handed dribble. Good handles for Byral. Here's Reith outside to Dean. Free throw line jump shot on the way for Moore. Too strong off the backboard. Nice rebound by Walter, who rips that one down. And the senior will dribble it up across the timeline. Guarded by Meese. Ball stolen away by Reith. Reith crosses the timeline for the Dons. Outside Byral. Right-handed drive. Down the lane, slashes. Ball knocked away. Fight for the ball, and Stry comes away with it. Now here comes Kristen. Kristen across the timeline. Guarded by Moore. Drives with the right hand outside. Reimer's three-pointer on the way is too strong. Rebound Megan Walter working down low. Hook shot on the way is good.
Walter.
So the senior has her first 2 of the ball game. That makes it 41-19, back to a 22-point lead. Byral looking for a cutter. Right wing, Dean. Left-handed dribble. Outside, Moore. Met by Waller. Down the lane, nice jump stop. Runs into Walter, who blocks it. Goes out of bounds off of Walter's hands. And it's going to stay Don's ball. Abby Waller, the freshman, will take a seat. Joey Reimer into the ball game for the Bulldogs. Here's Byral. Tries to bounce it down to Meese. Ball goes out of bounds, off of Meese, and it's going to be Bulldog ball. 9:01 left to go. Again, you're listening to Eastern Cloverbell Conference, watching Eastern Cloverbell Conference girls basketball on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to our sponsors tonight as Reimer, guarded by Reith. Hits Stry, guarded by Moore. Leaves it for Reimer. Outside to Gardner. Square up. Ball knocked away by Dean. Now Dean has a breakaway. Gardner, good job of getting back in front. Shot is missed. Rebound comes down to Stry. And here comes Kristen. Leaves it for Reimer, but couldn't handle it. Goes out of bounds. Good idea that time. 8:29 left to go. Jasinski in for Byral, so Byral will get a seat with 20 points on the ball game tonight. She leads the Dons. Kristen Stry with 11 leads the Bulldogs. Outside, Jasinski working the weave to Reith. Dean, three-pointer on the way, is too strong. Rebound, Hannah Walter has the board. Here's Stry. Kelsey Moore getting set to meet her right at half court. Stry crosses over, goes with the left hand, leaves it outside for Gardner. Gardner looks to the post, now back outside. Reimer, top of the key. Again, Reimer is just a couple games removed from scoring 17 against Abbotsford. I believe she had, 5 three-pointers in that ball game, did Rhiannon Reimer. She's been held in check tonight. Kristen Stry drives the lane. Nice. Runner that time for Stry. She's up to 13 points on the ball game. Here's Kelsey Moore up ahead to Jasinski, guarded by Reimer. Top of the key to Dean, guarded by Stry. Shot is no good. Rebound by Meese. She's fouled on the putback, and she'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. 7:27 left to go. It's still a 20-point lead for Columbus. First free throw for Meese, rattles around and in. Her first basket of the night. She has 1 point. Second free throw is up, and that one is good as well. Columbus is going to take a full timeout. They're up by 22 with 7:27 left to go. Score is 43-21. We'll be back to Columbus right after this.
For me, college is about more than hitting the books. And at Mid-State Technical College, I get the whole college experience. Live in a dorm? Bam. There's a meal plan? Tasty. I could join a student organization? Hi. Or intramural sports. Plus, I can study abroad while earning college credit. And the cost for all of this? No-brainer. So don't wait. Apply today.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. They are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Back to Columbus High School on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. Columbus Dons taking on the Granton Bulldogs tonight and up by 22, 43-21 as it's Bulldogs ball. Kristen Stry having a nice ball game for the Bulldogs, guarded by Kelsey Moore. Trying to hit the high post and Hannah Walter that time. Now Walter working against Meese. Outside to Kristen Stry. Pump fake, drives with the right hand. Kicks it outside to Reimer. Ball is batted away by Moore and stolen by Jasinski. Now here comes Holly Dean, met by Gardner. Drives with the left hand. A couple pass fakes and leaves it for Reith. Doing a nice job of working the weave are the Dons tonight. That looked like a travel that time as Moore took a step before she put the ball down and gets called for it. Good idea to attack the paint, though, by Moore. 6:51 left to go. Both these teams will have some things that they like about how they played tonight, and both coaches will definitely have some things that their teams can work on in the next couple of weeks. And we're going to get Meese, I believe, for hand check on Walter. So the Bulldogs will trigger on the baseline. Big news in college basketball tonight is Texas Tech, who is unranked, knocks off number 1 ranked Louisville in the Jimmy V Classic. There's Hannah Walter working hard down low, misses the first shot, gets a rebound, and puts it back up with the left hand. There's a shot over the backboard. I think it was by Reith that time. (43-23). Dons on top of the Bulldogs. Man pressure by the Dons. Kelsey Moore is really daring Kristen Stride to use her left hand. Reith now backs it outside in the corner. Keeps her dribble. Back to the top of the key outside Gardner. Need to look at the post down there. Do the Bulldogs. Not a lot of spacing. Here's Strye, working against Moore, drives with the right hand. Reimer, long three on the way. Short, rebound to Moore. Now Moore has a breakout. Getting back on defense is Strye, but could not get that ball, and Kelsey Moore does a good job of taking it right to the rack to get her first bucket of the night. Reimer working the dribble, has the ball knocked away by Reith. Leaves it outside for Strye. Moore going for the steal. Strye gets it. Drives, leaves it for Joey Reimer. Thinks about the three, and now she's looking for somewhere to go with the ball. She uses her dribble, and I believe she traveled with it. Yep, took a step. So 5:11 left to go. Alexis Pankratz back on the floor. Reimer will take a seat for the Bulldogs. Moore uses the left hand. Outside Jasinski. They swing it around to Dean. Now right wing to Reith. Back outside to Moore. Man defense by the Bulldogs. Left-handed runner. No good by Moore. Gets her own rebound. Fought for. Kristen Strye and Moore get tangled up. It's going to be a jump ball in favor of the Bulldogs. Nice drive that time by Moore. Just left the shot a little bit long. Rebound comes down to the Bulldogs. Or comes down to the Dons, but the Bulldogs able to force the jump ball. Strye, guarded by Moore. Moore's doing a nice job on defense. Here's Reimer outside for Pankratz. Pankratz does a nice job of catching and keeping that ball. There's a pass that's stolen away. Pankratz gets it. It was loose for a while there. Alexis looking for cutters. Now she thought about feeding the post, and the ball stolen away by Jasinski. Got to be more decisive to these Bulldog players when they're looking for post options down there. Here's Reith, kick outside to Dean. Has trouble handling. Now she finds Moore. 15-footer is short. Rebound hits Pankratz in the face, but she gets the rebound anyway. That's using your head, as they say, as Pankratz crosses the timeline. And she's tied up by Reith. Megan Walter going to check in for the Bulldogs. If we get a horn here, and then there it is. She'll come in for Joey Reimer. 4 minutes left, 45-23. Bulldogs on, or I should say Columbus on top of Granton. Columbus in the bonus, 17 fouls on the Bulldogs. Here's Moore outside for Dean, guarded by Gardner. They swing it around to Reith. Nice pass down to Holly Dean, who is double-teamed down there. Here's Reith to the free throw line, back outside to Dean, drives to the right hand. Nice pass to Meese. Meese's shot is up, too strong. Rebound fought for. It's going to be, I think it's Moore down there getting the rebound. She does get the rebound. And that's going to be first personal foul on Kristen Strye, team foul number 8. And Kelsey Moore doing a nice job hitting the offensive glass for the Dons. Kelsey is a 5'6" junior. Kibble's going to check in. and Jenna Kibble. So a double dose of Kibble. We'll have a double dose of Coach Ron Wilczek, too. He was our guest at halftime tonight. He'll be our guest after the game as well. Gardner looks to feed the post. Bad pass that time, stolen by Kibble. Guarded by Walter. Jenna Kibble. Now Reith outside to Megan Kibble. To Kelsey Moore. Again, Columbus does a nice job of working the weave, and they've got some good driving opportunities and get some wide open shots out of this weave action tonight. Moore guarded by Gardner. Gardner's a pretty good, quick athlete. Does a good job of moving her feet for the Bulldogs. Here's Kibble outside to Jenna Kibble. Three-pointer on the way for Reith. That's off the mark, no good. Long rebound goes out of bounds off of Pankratz.
Into the ball game for them, number 5, Haley Zimmerman.
So Haley Zimmerman getting a chance to play here tonight. She is a 5'10" freshman. Shot on the way by Moore, no good. Rebound fought for. Meese had it momentarily. Pankratz gets it. Gets it out to Stry. We're down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. 23-point lead for the Dons. Up ahead, Walter. Three-pointer on the way. Looks good. It's short. Rebound fought for. Stry gets it. Ooh, a very quick jump ball call down there. It's going to be Bulldog ball on the baseline. So Reith and Moore will take a seat.
For the first time tonight, number 34,
Mira Torbay into the ball game. Inbounds comes to Pankratz. Shot on the way for Stry, too strong. Rebound comes down to Meese, double teamed, ripped away by Stry. Another jump ball call. That was a very quick one. And that will be back to Columbus on the alternating possession. Torbay trying to get open. Inbound comes all the way out to Zimmerman, freshman player for the Dons. Here's Torbay, guarded by Stry. Zimmerman whips it outside to Dean. Dean looking for Jenna Kibble inside. Ball knocked away, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be black ball. Minute 42 now. Left to go. Sam Martin checks in for Gardner.
Number 12, Sam Martin.
Stry crosses the timeline. Leaves it for Pankratz, who swings it for Walter. Drives with the right hand. Now gets held by Kibble as she went into the spin. It's going to be a baseline inbound for the Bulldogs. Pankratz will inbound. So the Bulldogs looking to run a little set piece. Inbound comes outside to Stry. Three-pointer on the way is short. Nearly saved that time by Pankratz, but she was on the baseline. Good hustle by Pankratz. But it's a turnover back to the Dons after the missed shot. Inbound comes to Torbay. Torbay dribbles with the left hand. Leaves it outside to Zimmerman. Ball stolen away by Stry and then knocked out of bounds by Dean. Good hands by Stry. I've got Stry down for 13 points tonight. She's guarded by Holly Dean. Screen by Walter. Leave it outside to Megan Walter. Thinks about the long three. Now arises for a 15-footer. No good. Rebound comes down to Martin off her hands and out of bounds. Coach Stry going to have to work on some hands drills. 54 seconds left to go in the game. Torbay crosses timeline. Leaves it outside to Dean. 46-23 is the score. Don's on top. Working down low, little hook shot that time by Jenna Kibble, no good. Rebound comes down to Walter, and Walter will bring it up for the Bulldogs. And Coach Strye is going to call a timeout. Set something up here with 35 seconds left to go. We're going to set something up too. It's 46-23. Don's on top of the Bulldogs. Be right back on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network.
Winter's coming fast, which means it's time to hit the trails. Bill's Service Center has all things you need to stay warm and dry on the trails this winter. With a full selection of jackets, bibs, helmets, boots, casual wear. And don't forget that Bill's is your chainsaw safety gear headquarters. Bill's Service Center is your one-stop connection for all your cold weather riding gear.
Don't freeze your jingle bells off. Get your cold weather riding gear at Bill's Service Center. Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us #1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
Property damage or loss is what Marshfield Insurance Agency is all about. We are the area's largest insurance agency. Family owned for more than 30 years. An independent agency, we represent more than 40 A-rated insurance providers for home, auto, business, health, life, and more. Contact Marshfield Insurance Agency for a free quote today.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, nasonvilledairy.com. Gross Motors of Neillsville is your Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer in central Wisconsin. Gross Motors of Neillsville, conveniently located on Highway 10, is ready for you to take a test drive today. See their selection of new and used Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles in person, or browse online to see hundreds of vehicles at grossauto.com. Trades are welcome and all offers will be considered. Gross Motors of Neillsville is your Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. See Gross Motors of Neillsville today. Again, that's grossauto.com.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance,
forklift maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
And Hannah Walter had 4 points, all 4 of Hannah's points coming in the second half. For the Columbus Dons, I'm missing 2 points, but I'll tell you what I do have here. I've got Annika Brown with 3 points on the ball game. Addie Byrell, averaging 18 points on the season, did not play a lot in the second half as the game was well in hand, but she finishes tonight with 20 points, 15 of those coming in the first half. Emily Jasinski had 10 points for the Dons. Megan Kibble had 6, and I've got Kelsey Moore down for 3 points, and Erin Meese I've got down for 2 points as well. Final score once again tonight is 46-23, the Dons on top of the Bulldogs. Coach Ron Wilczek will be stopping up in just a little bit. You are watching the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network.
Order a gift box at either location or order online by going to hewittsmeats.com. Tons of choices including summer sausage, snack sticks, jerky, free regional shipping on all gift boxes. Visit hewittsmeats.com. Hewitt's Meat, located in Marshfield and Tomahawk. Clemmy Sales in Stratford is your hometown Chevrolet dealer. You won't get any high-pressure sales tactics from us. We simply offer great deals on quality, brand-new Chevrolet vehicles. We also have a great selection of pre-owned vehicles and expertly staffed service departments for all your repair and maintenance needs. Small-town hospitality, just like your grandfather remembers. That's why people keep coming back, time and time again, for their next new vehicle. Experience small-town service like no one else can deliver at Clemmy Sales in Stratford.
Nuts Deep in Marshfield and Spencer is open now for Friday Fish Fry. Get to Nuts Deep now, get your fish fry, and watch this game. That's right, have your fish and watch the game. You get it all at Nuts Deep. You can also visit Nuts Deep Express Grab and Go in Marshfield, just south of 14th Street on South Central Avenue. Nuts Deep is open late after the game. We'll see you there.
R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chile, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
All right, back to Columbus Catholic High School. I've got Coach Ron Wilczek here. And, Coach, nice win for your team tonight, 46-23 over the Bulldogs. And just in general, what did you think about the performance tonight?
You know, anytime you get a conference win, it's certainly a good thing. And, you know, not to take Granton lightly, you know, but every game that we play, you know, is a chance for us to learn something and a chance to get better at what we do. And I think tonight we did a lot of good things, and I was pleased. It's, you know, when you get a decent-sized lead, it's kind of human nature to kind of, you know, ease up off the gas a little bit, but kind of challenge the girls a little bit at halftime to just, you know, keep doing the same thing, do your job, no matter who the opponent is, no matter what the score is, no matter what the time is, and I thought we did a much better job of that in the second half.
Yep. I thought your defensive pressure was good, gave Granton some problems. Looked like three-quarter court trapping defense caused some issues. Is that one of the focuses of your team?
Yeah, it is. One of our challenges is scoring the ball, I think, in a half-court set. So we try to create some offense through our defense. Play full court, get some traps, get some steals, and easy baskets are the name of the game. So we get those. We like it a lot.
And it really helps to have a senior like Addie Byrel kind of leading the way. And aside from the fact that she scores 20 points, I've got her down for tonight. Maybe she might have had 22, I'm not sure. But I see some college coaches here taking a look, I would assume, at Addie's game. But just her demeanor on the floor, she's kind of a natural leader out there.
She is a natural leader, obviously a talented basketball player, but not only a leader, but a positive leader. She is so encouraging to her teammates. Even when we went deeper on the bench tonight, she's one of the loudest people on the bench. Reminding girls about their responsibility. Applauding them for doing something good on offense or defense. So absolutely, just a good basketball player, but even better person.
Yeah, and I guess Coach Wilczek. You look at the rest of the season, it's going to be a tough year in the Clover Belt, as it always is. What are some of the things you need to work on? I'll give you one thing. Free throw shooting. It might be something you talk about in practice.
Yeah, we've in 2 games this year, we missed 19 free throws in one game and 15 in another. So we talk about it, we work on it, and I think we're getting better at it, while we're trying different strategies. And the other thing I think we need to get better at is just movement in offense. There's times when we get kind of stagnant and stale, and nobody's cutting or moving, and where's the next pass go? So, that's one of our goals, so we can become a more efficient and effective team in a half-court set.
Okay. Ron, thank you very much for taking some time. And, yeah, we've got Addie Byrel, leading scorer in this ball game tonight. Addie, I'm Paul Knopf. We're on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. And, Addie, I've got you down for 20 points. Certainly in the first half you had 15, and I thought it was a real quiet 15. So kind of talk about the game as you saw it.
Yeah, so what we really tried to do is just pressure them defensively, and that way we were able to get some easy turnovers, which led to easy baskets. We were also penetrating the lane really well with both cuts and driving, so we were able to work the ball around a few times and then find those gaps and finish at the rim.
Yeah, and when I look at your roster, obviously you're a senior. You've got Annika, who's a senior, and Holly, who's a senior, but you have a lot of underclassmen. So as a senior, what do you think your role leadership-wise is?
It's just to constantly encourage them. No matter what happens, if it's good or bad, tell them that they're doing a great job and that they're okay out there and that they're just doing their job.
Yep. And I guess finally, Addie, and then I'll let you go for the night. But we're pretty early in the season. What do you guys have to work on to get better for the rest of the Clover Belt Conference season?
I think our main thing right now is just always playing with energy, always coming out aggressive, just to really play our game right away in the game instead of waiting 5 or 10 minutes into the game to kind of get into our groove. I think we need to work on coming out with it right away.
Okay. Great game, Addie. Yep.
We said to do the in the house.
Oh, you want to do the in the house?
All right, sure. Okay. Yep. All right. I'm Addison Byrel, and I'm in the house.
Okay.
All right.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.